Okay, well, first of all, just welcome to our webinar today. We're so glad that you took a few minutes out today to join us. We're doing these Tuesday webinars. We did some Skipio 101 webinars to get new users in and get their feet wet, get them familiar. We have a few recordings of that available on the Facebook page. So if you missed our new user webinars and you'd like to see them, you can find those on the page.
I'll drop a link in comments with our last Skipio 101 so that anybody that hasn't seen it can pop in and they can watch that.
Yes, that would be awesome. So we will drop that link for you so you can check out that new user webinar anytime. From here forward, we're going to be trying to cover some pieces of the account, some of the functions and features just to get you more familiar and so you can see a live demonstration. I'm going to plug that resource center in your account because it has wonderful articles that will walk you through the different steps of the different features that we have. But I know that it is helpful to see a live demonstration sometimes, so we are going to be bringing these to you. Feel free to ask questions throughout. Bianca's here, like I said. If you haven't met Bianca before, she is our head of marketing. She's fantastic and wonderful and friendly, and you want to be her best friend. And if you haven't seen this face before, then you probably haven't been in the Zoom room because I'm there. But my name's Jen, and I'm going to be walking you through today. Like I said, Bianca will be answering questions throughout, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end as well. All right, so I'm going to go right into the account. Let me see if I remember how to do technology today. And we'll get right in. So when you first pop into your Skipio account, you see your resource center. The best part of the account. If at any time you're not on the resource center and you want to figure out how to get back there, you can click on the logo. And I'm also going to show you another spot where you can find it right in your profile. So today we're talking about kind of the avatar profile area and the different functions and features there. So you're going to access that through the avatar in the upper right-hand corner of your account. Okay, so you probably don't have a picture uploaded yet, or maybe you do, but if you don't, you'll just see a gray bubble here with your initials. So if you click on that and go to My Profile, that's where you'll be able to upload a picture. So if I hover my mouse over it, it says Change Avatar. If I just click on that, it's going to give me the option to upload a file. So you can upload a photo there or take a photo there to put into your profile. And then obviously your information will already be populated here. Your time zone can be set here. Hopefully it's already set correctly for your time zone. And let's talk about time zone for just a minute because we get this question often. People will ask, when I send out a message to someone in a different time zone, does it send out at my time or their time? It's going to send out according to the time zone set in your account. So it's going to send out on your time zone. So I'm on Mountain. Meaning if I send a message at 2 p.m. to someone on the East Coast, they're going to get it at 4 p.m. their time. So it's always going to send according to your time zone. So here's where you set that. Then here is where you're going to set call forwarding. So if you're on a paid Mary Kay plan, you do have the option for call forwarding, meaning if somebody calls your Skipio number, so let's say you've texted a customer and they decide they're going to call you, they call your Skipio number, you can elect to have those calls forwarded to your cell phone. So right here, you would put in your mobile cell phone number, and then the system will know that if you receive any calls to this Skipio number, to forward those calls to your cell phone. And all you need to do is put in the number here and hit save. And Bianca, they do have to put a 1 here, correct? I think you do have to put a 1 here.
There is a formatting, and because we've had people do the right and the wrong way, and I have a screenshot of the exact format, and okay. I'll go ahead and put that in. You know, some people put in dashes, they don't put in dashes. Some people put in +1, they don't put in +1.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and post in comments exactly what that should look like, but you would want it, you do need to put a 1, but we have to be careful the way you format that. So
sure. So just 1 and the phone number with no dashes then, I think. Yep. And then once you put that forwarding number in, you want to make sure you go down and hit save so that it holds that information. The other thing you can do here is reset your password if you want your password to be different than it is. And then you can also set your language here, either in English or Spanish. So that is again, going up to the avatar and going to My Profile. Another part of My Profile I want to show you is messaging. So if you click on this messaging tab here, this is the value that's going to be placed in a nameless contact if you use a merge field for their first name. So for instance, if you have a message that says, hi, first name, you've put in that merge tag for first name, but your contact doesn't have a first name saved, then this is what it's going to default to. So I think most accounts are set up to default to you. You can put something different in there. You're primarily, Mary Kay users are primarily contacting and texting their consultants and customers from InTouch. So you're probably not going to run into this as much. But if someone does text your Skipio number and they're not already in your system, the number will save into your system and they'll be called new and nameless. So if you've seen that in your system, that's someone who's texted into your Skipio number, but you didn't have their number or information saved in the system. You can then go on to the contact, update their information, and save. But if that information is not saved and that contact gets added to a campaign or a message where there's the merge field first name, this is what it's going to substitute there. This is also where you can set your default birthday message. So if you have the checkbox on the contact selected to send birthday messaging, the system will first look for a message on the contact, because you can do a personalized, individualized message for each contact, and that's saved on the contact itself. If you choose not to do that, the system then looks for your default birthday message set here in the profile. So if you know a certain message you want to send, but you want it to be the same for everybody, you can set that here. You can add a picture to it. You can add emojis to it. You can add merge tags to it. Anything you want here. You're just, you're going to have happy birthday as the default, but you can come in here on this section of your profile and set that birthday message. And again, that's going to the avatar, my profile, and messaging. That's where you're going to find this default birthday message option. And then the last thing I want to show you here are the campaign delivery hours. Now, this is the time that you are telling the system it is allowed to send your campaigns, your campaign messages rather. So here's a really important, I can't think of the word. What is it? This is important.
It is important. I'll tell you something. We do get people on a Monday morning or a Sunday, even a Saturday evening saying, help, the system's broken. My messages aren't sending. We always look at this first to see, okay, where are the delivery hours set? Because we are in essence protecting you from not messaging people at a horrible hour, at 2 in the morning, at 3 in the morning. But we have to be careful saying that, because that's only a campaign.
Right.
If you schedule a message and you set it, you go to the message scheduler and you schedule it for Sunday morning at 2 a.m., that message will go out at Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Now, if it's in a campaign, it won't.
Right.
So this is really like a protection.
Right. But like Bianca said, and this is an important, the word I can't think of, the important thing to know is that this is specifically for campaigns, like she said. So for example, if I open the composer and I compose a message and I set a time for it, or I don't, those scheduled messages, that's different. They're going to go out based on when you tell them to go. So a scheduled message that's not part of a campaign,
it overrides.
Right. If you don't set a time here and you hit send, it's going to send it right now. If you go in here and select a date and time, it'll send it at that time. So a scheduled message and a campaign message are separate, are different. And these delivery hours that are set in this portion of your profile are specifically for campaigns. And that is so that you're not necessarily, the thing about campaigns is, it's a series of scheduled messages, right? And those are, the timing for those is based on when you add the contact to the campaign. So you may not realize that you added someone to the campaign, and just by virtue of the timing, they're going to get a message on a Sunday, and you didn't want them to get a message on a Sunday. So that's why.
And we have your default set to not send Sunday. So make sure when you're setting up this profile, you go in and make it the hours that you want. Right. This is what the timeline, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's actually a very broad. I'd actually shorten that just a teeny bit. A lot of people don't like to be messaged after dinner. And some people really do like to send messages on Saturday and Sunday. So it's really you with your customers and how you're communicating with them normally. Continue that cadence.
Right. Absolutely. And also keeping in mind the difference in time zones. So if you regularly communicate with people in different time zones, you may want those campaign hours set just a little bit earlier so that, 9 p.m. to you isn't 11 to someone else or something like that. So to turn a day on, you just click, and then you can just drag and pull these little dots to the timing that you want. And to turn a day off, you just unclick. Just make sure that you save after any changes that you make to that so that those campaign hour changes will hold. Let's go over to the avatar again and go down to my plan. We talk about this just a little bit in the new user webinar, but at any time you can see your plan, see the features of your plan, and then see where you're at in your usage. Now, September for paid accounts is a great month because you don't have to worry about your usage. Free overages in September.
We never do this. We've got anybody on silver, gold, and platinum. You can message all you want and we will not bill you in September. So if you're on the free plan, we actually don't even have it baked into our system to offer overages there. Right. So if you want to send a lot of messages in these months, this is the time.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about your usage in September if you're on a free plan because you just send. But at any time, you can come into your plan here and see where you're at. And also, if I weren't on the highest plan here, I would see the option to upgrade. So if I was on silver, I would see the option to upgrade here to gold or platinum. And that's really easily done there. Another thing here from the avatar that we can look at is your integration. So you'll be able to see your Mary Kay and Touch integration here. The sync is showing active. That means for paid accounts, it's syncing daily. For the free account, I believe it's once a week. And then here you can see the last time you manually ran the sync. So this does not refer to the last time the sync was ever run. If this is active, that sync is happening daily on those paid accounts. This is the last time you hit run again and did a manual sync. The great thing about manual sync is just that ability to quickly update information that has changed. So you have a new team member in the afternoon, you want her in there right now. You don't want to wait for tomorrow morning's daily sync. You can just hit run again, get her information brought over right away. So that's another great thing to access through this avatar menu, is to go to that integration to run that sync manually when you need to. Or if you've put in a new customer or something, you want to run the customer portion, you can do that here as well. Keep in mind that the silver plan will only have the customer portion of the integration. You access the My Business portion on the gold and platinum plans. All right, and then over here in the under the avatar is also where you can do your ringless voicemail recordings. So when you come over here and click on ringless voicemail, you'll be brought here. You can add a recording, click on the microphone, and record your messaging. Then to send those ringless voicemails, when you're in the composer, let me pull up the composer by hitting the pencil, you'll click here, and then it will give you a list of your available recordings that you can drop in there and send. Lots of people wonder, where do I create my ringless voicemails? It's under the avatar here. All right.
This is such an amazing feature for your customers to hear your voice. And I really love following up a ringless voicemail with a text saying, hey, first name, just sent you a voicemail, reaching out to see how you are, so that you're hitting them in both places. It's actually incredibly effective when you're following up with customers.
It is. Still be mindful with the timing of your ringless voicemail sending. It is called ringless voicemail. On some devices, they do experience a very short sound effect. So you may not want to send that at 2 a.m. Even though you had a great idea at 2 a.m. Do your recording, just don't send it right then. My device, when I send a ringless voicemail, I truly don't hear it. But some devices, there will be a small sound indicator.
You get a teeny one, almost a half ring,
yep.
Which is great because it notifies you, oh, someone's calling me, and right. You head over to your voicemails.
Right, but you want to keep that in mind concerning timing, because again, that's not regulated by those campaign hours. Those are just for campaigns. So when you send these, they're going to go whenever you schedule them or whenever you click send, if you don't select a different date and time. Okay, did we have any questions? Let's go to that.
Coming in, and if you have any more, we're here and ready to answer.
Can you also include images with the free account? Maria, you can send images with your messages. Yeah, absolutely. So let me just get back to a share here. When you're in the composer, Maria, clicking on this little icon right here will allow you to add an image. And on your mobile app, it'll show down next to the part where you type in the message, there's a little plus sign. You can click on that plus sign, and I think it's open photos, or you can open camera if you want to take a photo, and that's where you add it. How do you sync consultants? Martha, if you're on the gold or platinum plans, the consultants will sync automatically. If you're on a free or silver plan, you will not see that portion of the sync. That is included with the gold and platinum plans only. And then when you do have, when you are on gold or platinum, if you go over here, so let me slow down. So you're in your account, click on address book. Over on the left side, you're gonna see two types of groups. Groups, the one that's just called groups, those are groups you've created. The one called system groups are the groups created by the system, and in this case, by the integration. So when you go over here, you'll be able to see in the different activity status, when you do have the consultant portion of the integration on gold or platinum, you'll be able to see those consultants here. Now, this account, this demo account, I don't have any consultants populated in that, but I do have customer. So this is a customer that came over from InTouch. I can see her under customers, or if she was signed up for preferred customers, she would appear under that group as well. Okay,
hey,
did we have any other questions?
Jen, I've got some questions. This is a really good one. I'm not familiar with ringless voicemail. That is not a text. How does that come across? Can they text back? So let's talk just for 1 second or a couple about how ringless voicemail works. Essentially, it is a voicemail that's dropped into their voicemail box. So you're recording something, you can record it one time, you can send it to all your contacts, and it comes in, since it comes into their voicemail, it doesn't come through as a text to them at all.
Right.
Now, if they pull up that phone number, listen to the voicemail, they can reply, they can type in your Skipio number, which is essentially your text number, and reply via that way as well. And so, like I mentioned, I do like to send them in tandem, ringless voicemail, and then 10 minutes later, just a follow-up text, hey, I just sent you a voicemail checking in, and then they have that text number right in their text inbox, so they can reply there as well. But I can tell you, it is an incredibly personal way to reach many with one drop, right. One ringless voicemail. And so you'll want to think about that when you're leaving those, that not to make it sound too robotic, that like you're actually leaving a voicemail. In fact, I like pulling up my phone when I'm recording these, so I'm pretending like I'm talking into my phone. But they can only text back if they enter your phone number, because it will be in their voicemail inbox.
Right. And hopefully you introduced your Skipio number to all your contacts and encourage them to save it in their phone, so they'll recognize, you know, who that is sending that in. Okay, let's see.
And Jen, I have another question that you can grab here. Some of these are coming in through the Q&A, not in the chat.
Okay.
But let's talk about the criteria for adding images, best practices for type and size, because Mary Kay does have a lot of great pics that you want to send. I mean, they're branded pics that you want to send out in your marketing. But are you limited to one at a time? Like, let's talk about best practices.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the limit for images is 500 meg, I believe. You don't want to send your images too crazy big, definitely. You want to make sure that the images that you're sending, you have permission to use. One of our great resources we like to use is unsplash.com, has great imaging. And then of course, Mary Kay provides you digital assets that you have permission to use, and those are great to send. Did you have anything to add to that, Bianca? What am I not thinking of?
No, I think that you've got it. But these are coming in hot, so I'm gonna we'll just buzz through some of these. Okay, having a Skipio account. How is the transition of getting your clients to stop calling your cell phone? And this is a really good question. So I like to look at my Skipio account like it is my business phone. Think of yourself as a business entity, and you're going to separate your personal life from your business life. And so the very first message you send to your contacts is, hey, I've got a new business line. It's my VIP line. So they think it's, a special line just for them as well. And I'm going to be handling my business on this account. Please text me back here. And we do have some templates of what that first message could look like that I can go ahead and put in chats, because you can make it really fun. But just to let your clients know that you're just separating your personal life from your business life. And this is where that they can text you. And like Jen said, if they call that number, it will forward to your personal phone if you want it to. If you set up call forwarding and you're on a paid account, you can forward that. But it still separates those numbers from your personal number from your business phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and put like a little message template in chats if you want to see what that looks like, what some people are sending out with that introductory message.
Right. And you know what? We've seen some really great feedback in the Facebook community, people sharing the messaging that they're using and the ways that they're using their Skipio. So feel free, if you're not sure, what should I say in this message? Here's what I want to do. What should I say? Post that on the Facebook page. We get great ideas from your sister consultants and directors, what they're doing, what's working for them, and what they're seeing great engagement on.
We get the best ideas from within the community. We're just borrowing these and sharing them with you, but you know your business better than anybody else. And so, yeah, please lean on your coworkers, your Mary Kay sisters to get their best practices.
Yes. So Marla asked, how long does it take to manually sync? She says it's taken a long time. So there is kind of a visual thing about the manual sync. That page, once you tell it to manually sync, that page will not refresh automatically. So you're going to see that keep spinning and spinning. But if you refresh the page after a few minutes, you'll see that it's complete. So if you're having an issue where you feel like it's taking forever to sync, it's not actually. It's just that page is not updating to say it's done. And I do think that's something that they're looking at changing. But for right now, you just need to manually refresh to confirm that it's finished. And it'll tell you that last time that it was completed. No problem, Marla. Okay, did we miss any other questions?
We have one for on the silver plan. Let's talk about how the credits are used. You do have 30. Ringless voicemail is a different beast in and of itself. It costs more to go across the carrier. So we do limit that on the silver plan to 30. However, in September, you will not be limited. So if you want to send more, this is your month to get in and try this out and see what it can do for your business. So silver, gold, platinum all have access. The free, we don't offer ringless voicemail on our free accounts. But get in, try it on some of those paid plans while you can, unlimited this month, and until actually 15 days. You get
right.
15 days. Use it up.
Hey, Mary Kay women know how to work the last 2 weeks of the month. Let me tell you, they know how to push it. Actually, hey, today's the last day of the Star Quarter. Is everybody finishing? Did you finish? New Star Quarter tomorrow, so it's time to turn up the heat because you got a new prize to earn. Sweet. Okay. Did we have any questions that we missed, or did anybody think of anything while we were yapping?
I don't see any more, but do want to say we do have a referral program. If you're in Skipio and you like it and it's working for you, tell your friends and use that link generator that is in your account. You can get it through your avatar and your profile, or the first time you log into your account, there's a little pop-up on the right-hand corner of your account. Generate your link, share it. We give prizes even for people that sign up for free accounts. You only have to sign up 10 people to get a $25 Amazon gift card for us. We've got Michael Kors purses. We've got a Stein Eriksen Lodge, Park City getaway for you. So referring is easy. It doesn't cost you, and it doesn't cost your referees anything because they can sign up for free and it's a credit. And we've got our channel manager over Mary Kay. She sends those prizes out once a month. We post the winners in Facebook or the people who've upgraded in Facebook on that page. So yeah, earn prizes.
What about
if you have non-direct sale friends? So let's say you have people that have not affiliated with Mary Kay. We have another referral program for them where you can actually earn some cash. So reach out offline and we'll get you connected with that affiliate program, because you can sign up people on our free accounts there as well. It's just not tied with Mary Kay and the prizes.
Right. Let's see. Is there anything else that we missed? I want to make sure we get everybody.
I think, we have a couple more. Please show us and demonstrate of where the pre-built messages and campaign templates is. This is such a good question. We have to pause for this one.
That's a good one.
At the very beginning, but let's go back again. If you could screen share for just 5 seconds and look in the resource center. This is so key, and I'm gonna let Jen demonstrate, but I have to tell you, there are organizations that build campaigns and content and sell it as a subscription, a monthly subscription. At Skipio, we give you all of our tribal knowledge. We give you everything, and we put it free in your account. Free accounts, all paid accounts. We give you every single resource you could possibly want baked into your account, no cost. And what you're talking about, it's called a campaign. And so Jen, why don't you just go ahead and show them what a campaign, where you find those templates.
Yeah, so first of all, again, the Resource Center is your best friend. So going to the Resource Center here, and you know what I meant to say? So you can go to the Resource Center by clicking on the logo, but also under the avatar, it says Resource Center right here. So those are 2 places you can find and navigate back here if you forgot if you're somewhere else in the account and you forgot how to get back. So if you go over to this tab called Campaigns, right, Bianca?
Yep, that's it. So you click your campaigns and then you're going to see everything. And we have, Bertha's the one that asked this question. She wants to specifically know about new leads, new leads. So we would go into the search and you could type in leads, connecting on social media, digital downloads, promotions. I'm wondering, but I know in our general Skipio account, we have quite a few on nurturing leads. And if you don't see something here, a campaign, we've got it in our general Skipio accounts as well that we could get you an import code for and get that right into your account. But yeah, contacting referrals right there. And let me tell you something. I think this is a Mary Kay coined phrase, but the fortune is in the follow-up. And that's what these campaigns do. You send out that initial message and there's 4 or 5 messages that come in right after. The follow-up's baked in for you, and you don't even have to think about it. You set it and you forget it. And the other great thing about the campaigns that we have in the Mary Kay Resource Center is many of them were written by NSDs and senior directors. They're tried, they're true. It's your language. This is not our marketing team that has come up with this, because we don't know your business as well as you know your business. But the 2+2+2 is probably one of our most popular imported campaigns. But here they are.
Click here on import campaign to bring that right into your account. And then you can edit that campaign as you see fit so that it's more the tone of your language, the way you talk to your customers and your leads. The other thing I have to say again is to reach out on the Facebook community, because Skipio users can share their campaigns. Reach out and say, I'm looking for a campaign for this. Or if you have a campaign that you're having great success with, please share. We would love for you to share on that Facebook page so that other users can tap into that success. I know that, you know, the Go Give spirit is huge in Mary Kay. I know that you all work by the golden rule and you love sharing. So please share with us your successes, share those campaigns that you're having really good engagement with, because other users could really benefit. And then reach out and ask when you're looking for something specific to see what other users are doing, what they've created.
We'll create a training, and maybe next week our webinar will be specifically just on campaigns. We can show you how to import them. We can show you how to package them. We can show you how to edit them. But I know that that's big, because everyone knows like what they want to say, but just getting started and putting that in your own tone, it's hard. Yeah. So we're going to give you the kindling to get a really good campaign going. But we'll talk about that next week. We do have one other question I want to address before we pop off. Yes, a campaign training. Next week, it's done. Okay. We'll do a campaign. And I think that's, especially with the holidays coming up, let me tell you, no better time than to start campaigns with Pink Friday. So we'll get those for you. And a very good sales campaign. Yes. Oh, we love you. So back to the ringless voicemail. And if you when you say 30 credits, if you send one ringless voicemail to 30 people, what's happening is those are 30 automations. And so it counts as 30. But like I said, this month, you can send as many as you want. But when you see that limit, it means, it's one voicemail. The automation happens is counted on how many people you actually send that to.
That's right. So you're not overthinking, Jenny. That's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah, not everything.
And I think we missed, someone asked if they could link to their website. You can send links in your messaging. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Did we get everybody? Did we get all the questions? There's so many.
We love you guys. You're the best people to do webinars with. You really are. We love you. Next week, we're going to have new lip gloss on.
Yes, I'm going to try a new color. I've got a bag of colors. I gotta try them so I can figure out which ones I want to order. And I'm going to get Bianca hooked up with Unique Mauve.
Yes, I'm excited. All right, everyone. We love you. We'll see. Beach bronze. All right.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Maybe you need to tell us by looking at us what colors we need.
There you go. See, we'll give you some help and you'll give us some help. It'll be a mutually beneficial situation here. All right. Well, thanks again for your time today, ladies and gentlemen, if we have some gents on here. We so appreciate. We know your schedules are really full, so we love it when you take some time out to spend with us. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week.
Next week, campaigns.
Yes, in between. Make sure to submit a post to the Facebook page. If you have other questions, you can direct message us there. And then I am available in the Zoom room Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Mountain Time. You can pop in, ask me questions. We can go through demonstrations. We can help you with things on your account. It is a group channel, so sometimes there's a bunch of people and sometimes it's just you and me. So feel free to pop in anytime. You guys have a great day and have an awesome first day of the second star quarter tomorrow. Yay! Goodbye, everybody. Have a good day.